Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr. and we're back with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Once again, it is Harrigan the Fetishist, the Halfling Artificer of Gozag. And yeah, I don't have too much time to record right now, but I thought I could sneak in a quick video. I think that maybe the next plan of action would be to go into the slime pits, considering that we're basically right here. And yeah, it would be nice if we had a strong showing in the slime pits. That last video was pretty dicey, huh? The reason I'm thinking that is because, first of all, it's just about that time of the game when you go through the slime pits. We're nearly max level looking at it. And also, of course, we have the nice corrosion resistance armor, so we're pretty pleased about that. That's the most important thing going into the slime pit. I don't know what the slime pit is like in 0.16. I don't know if they've changed it significantly. We also got a little bit of negative energy resistance for death oozes, a little bit of cold resistance. Well, once we put that back on... Well, no, we weren't wearing our amulet. Okay. We are wearing everything else, though, right? Yeah, fine. Yeah, we got mutation resistance if we need it. We got for Shining Eyes. We've got cold resistance for Azure Jellies. So we're basically ready. How are we going to deal with the Royal Jelly, you ask? Good question. Well, you know, I mean, traditionally the way that we've done it on this channel is with the Scroll of Immolation. But I don't really think I have a way of setting that off right now. We could go with the Polymorph trick. I think I read that they actually changed the Polymorph trick, though, so that actually if you try to Polymorph the Royal Jelly, he or she or it will spawn a large number of jellies anyway. So that trick doesn't exactly work anymore, but it still might be the best thing. I mean, honestly, polymorphing the Royal Jelly is a very good idea. We also have great evocation skills and a couple of wands that could pull it off. I'm honestly thinking we might be stealthy enough that we might just get a stab, or maybe we can even use a wand of paralysis and like get a stab that way. That'll spawn a ton of jellies as well, but whatever. We got ways of dealing with the Royal Jelly, I guess. We've got ways of dealing with crowds. We've got Fans of Gales and 2 Phantom Mirrors now, actually. Are Phantom Mirrors single use? It's interesting that the Phantom Mirror is sort of grouped together as 2 Phantom Mirrors, whereas the Fan of Gales is distinct. I wonder if that means a Phantom Mirror is sort of a one-time use. Maybe we could try a Phantom Mirror on the Royal Jelly. I don't know if that really works. I have no idea how Phantom Mirrors work. I'm not sure. I haven't even read anything about that. I think we might also learn... I was thinking about it a little bit more. I think we're going to maybe pass on Portal Projectile right now because I don't know how set we are on our sling, and I don't think portaling it is going to help that much. Maybe later. But I think we will pick up Summon Forest for now. It's only 12% fail. Nice level 5 spell. I kind of like this spell. We're a very sylvan sort of fellow here. We like to go out in the woods. Very pastoral. We like to summon a forest whenever we can. And it's a fun spell, you know. I mean, it'll be good for us. We'll get some distractions. We can get some stabs in. It'll be another way of dealing with crowds. So that's fine, and I wanted to change that. All right, if we're going to have that, let's put Summon Forest on F. And, you know, Flight is on I. I'd actually like to put that on L. L for Flight. I would be an okay letter for it, too, but I is reserved for Airstrike. Just in case. One of these days we'll find Airstrike, and then maybe we'll actually have a better way of dealing with... I was thinking about that. If we had Airstrike, we might have a way of dealing with fiends or dragons a little bit more easily, because most of those guys fly. The high-level dragons and demons fly for the most part. So, okay. If we're going to be using one of our wands, we should check out for vulnerability. There is one all the way down in Vaults 3. I don't want to go all the way down there, but we will anyway. Should have picked it up when we had a chance. Trying to suddenly feel different. Again, that is a problem, right? You know, we'd like to cure that as soon as possible. And hopefully, yeah, we'll figure that out in a second. I think that maybe there's going to be a lot of loot at the bottom of Slime, so hopefully we'll just be able to dive to the bottom of Slime pretty quick. Of course, we're not going to have any food, but we got tons of food right now. I mean, that's no different than usual for us. So this is actually the part of the game I was talking about. You know, it's a little bit annoying to not have food for the first part of the game. Alright, come on now. But now we're entering the part of the game where there's not really any corpses anyway. I mean, we've already cleared the depths, we've cleared the vaults. Those are some of the biggest, meatiest parts of the game where you're expecting to see lots of dragons and giants and whatever. Zot's got plenty of meat with all those dragons and draconians. But, honestly, we're going to go through Slime, we're going to go through maybe Crypt or Tomb or Hell or Pan. All those places don't really have very much in the way of, like, actual food. So I don't think that means we're going to be generating very much gold either, but at least it means hopefully if we get up to a good supply of perma-food, we'll be in a good spot. And we're actually already in a good supply of perma-food, considering our situation, right? I think we have a couple of other shops that are sort of semi-bought out or semi-financed, right? We financed that one shop. Okay, well, that's not going to help. What about rations? That's not going to help either. Rations. Bread ration. Yeah, like there's a couple for sale down there. And meat ration. No, okay, well, jerky. Yeah, alright. A couple of beef jerkies that we didn't eat down in Vaults 4. Maybe we can eat those on the way to Vaults 5. Because I think that's probably the next thing we'll do. We'll probably go and clear out Vaults 5 and see how effective our bribe is. Because we can't die before we see how effective that Vaults 5 bribe is. But I think we will do... Let's just go ahead and do slime right now. Hopefully it won't be terrible. So I've got my scroll of vulnerability. I've got my wands. I've got everything else that I could possibly want. Down to slime it is. Alright. Oh no, we can't even get there. Oh no, and there's Jiva right there. We could just take the Jiva option. Just abandon Gozag now. I assume that means our bribe will be gone as well. 2 acid blobs. So that's not what you like to see coming down to the slime pit, but it's pretty unavoidable. I don't even really know what the best way for me to deal with acid blobs is. I'm sure they're resistant to poison, so very few things in here are going to be vulnerable to our usual mephitic cloud trickery. Can they see invisible? They can see invisible. Let's see if we can get a quick stab on you, since, I mean, it's not like we have a real option otherwise. They're spitting acid, whatever, one way or the other. They're not resistant to electricity or whatever, right? Yeah, I guess not. Immune to acid. May attack to deal extra acid damage, just like those caustic strikes. I hope there's not caustic strikes down here. You think we can just get to that staircase down there? I don't really want to fight 2 acid blobs. I mean, I know we're going to have to fight a lot of acid blobs anyway. We just cast, like, Galubria. What was that now? R for Galubria. Let's just cast a Galubria, like, down here. And then jump in. Okay. Maybe this is a slightly irresponsible thing to do, but whatever. Hey, look, there's another pathway back up whenever we feel like it. I basically just wanted to dive, honestly. I don't even really feel like clearing out most of this. If we get a stab in the shining eye, that'd be fine. Okay, here we go. A couple of slime creatures, but that's no problem. And, oh yeah, I guess we could go berserk if we need to, too. I forgot about that, actually. These guys are a little bit bigger than I'd like. Let's get up Shroud, just to make sure they don't pummel us too hard. But now we've reached level 27. I knew that was going to happen eventually anyway. That's why we don't really have to worry about farming anything. I mean, we've got tons of experience. We'd like to get our skills up to snuff to be able to cast level 9 spells and whatever, but I guess this is the last point we'll have. Put it all in intelligence so far, I guess we might as well keep going. I do feel clever. I feel very clever because I feel like that was a wise investment. One of these days I'll get the Book of the Warp or, you know, that mysterious translocations book or whatever. It'll happen. Let's just dive down. We have no quarrel with this slime creature. This slime creature, though. I hate this guy. Walls are burning us and whatever, but okay. We can probably find a way down quick enough. Right? Yeah, I don't like these walls, right? I don't know if those walls do more or less damage than usual. This is fine, though. We managed to avoid waking up his pack. Slime 4. So unless they've changed it, it goes down to 6. Which is a little bit of a strange number. Well, here it is right here. I guess let's just jump down. Yeah, I don't want to fight these guys. Hey, this is kind of funny. Gozag knows what's up. Gozag's like, I smell gold. So obviously that's the center here. We know where we are relative to the level. Not like we didn't already just by the arc of this outer wall, but there's a very large slime creature. Can you see invisible? I bet you can't. Let's go invisible. I didn't want to really make a huge ruckus in here. Yeah, you can... I guess that eye can see me, which is fine. I killed the large sling creature, and these guys are, like, gradually dissipating. So this is fine. I think we're good. Kill all these guys. Good, 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 good. Alright, so that was good. And we didn't even make too much noise, I hope. We tried to be kind of stealthy about it. We were invisible, even though it was basically a brawl. But let's just wait here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we've woken up the neighborhood. We can't be too ridiculous about this, or we're going to have to go on a food run. We got enough fruit to last us for a while. But that stuff goes bad in the slime pits. It oxidizes very quickly. I guess that's probably not even the right word. Whatever. Azure Jelly is a little tougher. What's your deal? You can see invisible. You're susceptible to fire. Immune to blinding and what have you. Can attack for cold damage. Hey, you know what? Let's use her sling here. Right? That's what this is good for. Oh, he can eat her ammo, but that's the reason why we've been carrying around 1,500 rocks. Are you kidding me? Is this even worth it? Can we blink or whatever? So there's a Oh, that's not a shining eye. Those are just jellies. I was confused. I saw that sort of pinkish J over there and this yellow G up here, and I combined that into a shining eye. But no, that's not too bad. All right, this sling is not getting the job done. Can I try like a Rod of Shadows? We haven't really broken this in. Let's go for it. Rod of Shadows. Oh, it's a whole bunch of ogres. I wasn't expecting that, but these guys will help, right? Get them. Get them, dudes. My ogre's blown up. Well, that was rude. Maybe you should not do that anymore, but yeah, I feel like this Rapier of Electrocution is just a million times more effective. At least these ogres are a distraction. And yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that either, just because we do need to keep worrying about food. Oh man, this Bolt of Energy, that Eye of Devastation actually is kind of a toughie. This Ogre Mage is lasting for a while. Alright, I'm pretty much a fan of... Ooh, okay, so that is a real Shining Eye, not just a imaginary hallucinated Shining Eye. Yeah, Shining Eyes are getting me. They're mutating my mind. Let's put on the Amulet of Resist Mutation. And take this guy out first of all, because I want to keep my good amulet on, right? We love this good amulet. Paid good money for that amulet. And took off our Amulet of Faith, so we paid even more dearly in opportunity costs. Alright, we like to clear out the perimeter. I think we've done an okay job of that so far. I feel like we've jumped into a unusually busy corner of Slime 6. That's where all the cool slimes congregate. And nobody hangs out over here in the western quadrant. That's for squares. I guess we are going to try for the stab on the Acid Blob. I don't know what the odds of that are. Ooh, it's a Shining Eye. I hate that. We do have to put on we have to spend a turn putting on the Amulet of Resist Mutation. Because otherwise, we might just get more mutated. Now we take out the Acid Blob, because that's the toughest to stab. Okay, that worked really well. We're still training our stealth, right? I guess our stealth is just so incredible that it's just incredible. I also sort of want to turn back on my short blades. You know, that's getting a little bit low nowadays. We use our short blades so much. It doesn't do a lot of damage to begin with. We might as well be able to get these stabs and everything. Shields up to 17. Alright, I like all this. This is fine. Get the Shining Eye, so we might be able to put our amulet back on. And hopefully, he might still mutate us. We do have like several sources of mutation resistance right now. Considering we're a halfling. So we've just got that intrinsically and also the amulet. But now, we're okay. I feel like they might have added more eyes. Is it just me? Like, the eyes have it here. These guys are all going to sync up. Yeah, I don't like this. Why don't you guys... Okay, he's a Titanic slime creature. Let's see if we can psych him out, though. Alright, you think this is going to work? He's going to jump on the teleport trap. Oh, that's hilarious. That was amazing. Come on, tell me that wasn't tactical brilliance right there from Harrigan. You know, that's just being flexible. That's just using the surroundings. You know, Titanic slime creature coming at you, there's nothing you can do. No way you can fight it head on. Lead it into the teleport trap. I really like that. It's a good scene of Dungeon Crawler movie right there. Eye of Training. Okay, I guess we'd rather you not be alive. So now you're not. No trace of you left. Okay, and I feel like we've nearly made the complete loop. We'll put back on... Okay, now we put on our good amulet already. We got the Rod of Shadows waiting for us. I really liked that. All of our rods are pretty cool. Rod of Inaccuracy even might probably hit the Royal Jelly, considering I think it's kind of big and not very nimble. Okay, I don't like blinking around like this. Let's see what we can do about getting a stab, I guess. Do you think we can stab the Royal Jelly? That's going back to our Augustine days, trying to get those stabs on these high-profile creatures. Remember, we had to try a couple of times. Here, we got a stab on that Acid Blob. Oh, okay, that's something. I also sort of want to, like, use... Okay, 1 second. Unfortunately, I gotta call it there. Alright, I gotta call it. I told you I didn't have very much time. So unfortunately, that's a really exciting cliffhanger, and we're gonna have to call it there. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know this is brief, but I'll see you next time, hopefully pretty soon.